I'm 60 pounds down, and this is the part of weight loss that's real life. Meal planning, restaurant meals, rest days, training, and learning how to stay consistent when real life doesn't slow down. This is week 1, part 2 of my 5-month plan. Good morning, y'all. I just got done with my Bible and coffee time. I was writing my list of things I was grateful for today, and I was like, wow, I am on this new kind of journey over the next 5 months. And how amazing is it that I get to share it with y'all? And there's just something absolutely beautiful about that, and I was just grateful. One of my goals this year is to read the Bible all the way through. I am following Terry Cobble's Bible recap, and so I listen to her podcast after I read through the portion of the Bible. It feels amazing out. It is a perfect day. It's probably like 40 and the sun's out and there's a little fog going on. Look at this. Perfect day. And do you hear the birds? Today is my rest day, woohoo! Which means my calorie intake is a little more limited than my other days. I budgeted anywhere from 1550 to 1650 in calories for the entire day. As I was walking my dog, I was thinking, how can I make my breakfast nutritious and have a lot of food so it makes me feel satisfied for a lesser amount of calories? So I was like, oh, I have some zucchini. I made the potatoes last night with our salmon dinner. I could throw those in, add some onions and spices. And then I was like, oh, I have turkey bacon, which I love when you really crisp it up and it gets nice and crispy. And then berries and an egg. I cannot believe that entire meal is 299 calories. There is no way that I will not be satisfied from that meal. And it was 24 grams of protein. I am so surprised how much I am enjoying the calorie variances per day from my activity. Before I used to think, no, I'm not going to do that because I don't like tracking and I just thought I would get hung up on calories. We're only 4 days into this. So I will need to report back on that in 2-3 weeks, how it's going. Look at this cuteness. How cute is that? She has a little sweater on. She does not like the cold, but I do not think she likes this sweater. Another huge plate of food. We have naan with tzatziki. I think that's how you say it. Cucumbers. This is pickled cabbage. I have that turkey burger that I made from the other day underneath here, and cucumbers if I didn't say it. And then we have some hummus. This is fermented beets, and that is artichoke and a couple crackers. So I have not calorie counted yet. I wrote down everything. I just haven't totaled it. My breakfast was pretty low in calories, and I would like my lunches to be the largest meal that I have throughout the day. It's the middle of the day. I want it to energize me. And so I just haven't calorie counted. Although I'm not sure that's fully smart, but we'll see how many calories I have left over for dinner. Good evening. Quick check-in. It was a productive day, but I feel like I sat all day. And because I was editing, I had my SIM card out from my camera. So I did not video my dinner, but I did take pictures of it, which I'm going to put it up for y'all. I'm tired. Here is my pre-workout meal this morning. I did account for 2 of these pieces of French toast. So I'm gonna have the second one when I get back from running. And this is that leftover rye French toast that I made earlier this week. Good morning, happy Friday. I am sitting here procrastinating, getting out to do my long run today. I'm supposed to run anywhere from 3.5 to 4.5 miles. I'm just not there yet. And it's cold and cloudy and windy. So I'd rather just be at home, plugging away at work. But I'm gonna take a break from work and head out into the cold cloudiness. Hopefully I'll feel a lot better afterwards. Yeah, super good. You know what I need to do? I need to find like a really good podcast to listen to. So it just keeps my mind on what I'm listening to. I am so mad. I am almost a mile into my run because I know it's a mile once I get to the graveyard. And I didn't hit my start on my watch. Super frustrating. But that's okay. We're gonna keep her going. I was gonna turn around at 2 miles to know my turnaround point, but now we'll just see what happens. I don't know how many miles I'm in. My watch I put in for 45 minutes when I actually started it. Had been running for close to 15. And let's see how much time is left. We have 15 minutes left, but it's definitely gonna take me longer than 15 minutes to get home. Very curious to see how far I've went. I think I'm going about a 16-minute mile pace. That didn't make sense. 16 minutes a mile, yeah. Okay, feeling okay, actually. Feeling okay. I am beyond proud of myself. This is my win for today. My goal was to run 4 miles without stopping, and I don't film much on my long runs because I don't want my momentum to be interrupted with filming, besides my nose constantly running. It felt pretty good. I definitely feel tired right now. So when I did start my watch, I ended up running 3.45 miles, which means I definitely hit my 4 mile mark without stopping, which is awesome. And pretty sure I hit more than that because I was almost at a mile when I started my watch. So, wow, huge run. These long, slow runs end up giving me confidence that I am capable of doing the 6-point-whatever mile run that I'm about to do in less than a month without stopping. So I haven't got to that point yet, but I got some time. So very cool. Oh, and I ended up listening to a podcast from a dietitian on triathlon nutrition. So that kept my mind very occupied during this run. I started thinking about this drink towards the end of my run, so I just have some ice and water, and I am gonna add this tart cherry in here. Probably a good 6 ounces, that was. Some salt. And a little bit of protein powder. This is an almond coconut one. I just like this taste a lot when I mix it with drinks like this. So I'm just gonna put about that much in, not too much. We're gonna mix this up and we're gonna drink this. I am excited for this. This is a similar drink in one of my triathlon books that when you're working out for like an hour and a half or 2 hours to immediately do this as your first thing. But I mean, I wasn't working out that long. I just want it. Ah! This is what it looks like. I'm going to grab a straw and drink it. So I've made it with different protein powders before, and it never tastes as good or refreshing. I just feel like the coconut almond goes with juices better. I'm also eating a random cooked chicken thigh, cold. I gotta show you everything. I am repeating these delicious whatever they are for lunch. So I had one more turkey burger left over that was made with the roasted garlic, sun-dried tomatoes, and spinach. So that's in there. The tzatziki. This is pickled cabbage, cucumbers, and tomatoes on naan bread. I mean, come on. On my higher calorie days, we've got to whip out the ice cream. So I'm going to eat half of this, which is the maple protein coffee ice cream. I did not do half. This is how much I ate, and I'm going to put it away because I am full. Good evening, y'all. What a day it has been. I did go back for the rest of my ice cream and ended up eating half of that. And now we are headed out to dinner. I am not going to film because we are going to meet my husband's brother that he hasn't seen in quite a few years, and it's the first time I'll be meeting him. And so I'm not going to whip out the camera and film the food. But after lunch, I was plugging away at work. I was exhausted. That workout took it out of me. And I want to get to a point, I thought I had my nutrition down where I wasn't going to bonk later, but I completely bonked. So I will report back with what I had as far as food goes, and I'll see you guys likely tomorrow. Good morning. Happy Saturday. I am just having my second cup of coffee. I'm watching some YouTube. My husband went into work for a couple hours, and then we have to run some errands. We brought back my dad's boat from Utah, so I need to go up to where we're storing it, take pictures of everything so we can get it registered here in Texas. And then we're gonna take a friend out to lunch. But all this eating out, when you have goals and everybody wants to go eat out, it's very difficult. But I was very proud of myself because I notice if I know where we're going and I'm able to look up the menu ahead of time, it's not an issue. I already pick what I'm gonna eat. I add it into my calorie macro tracker thingy. And then I really just don't look at the menu, because the moment I start looking at the menu, we kind of pivot. So I've done that when I went out to have the food with a small group. I did it last night. I ended up having a Santa Fe salad and reduced a couple things. I was still hungry. I've not looked at what my workout schedules are on Saturday. So I know I have a workout and I know I get to pick from a menu. So I'm not sure when I'm gonna do that, because we're also gonna go out since we'll be out in the country. We love hitting up a few different meat markets while we're out there and just stocking up on our meats. So that is pretty much today, and build out my meal plan. So I noticed, so this is my meal plan for the week. I normally do not put it per day like that, but I was trying to put like more carbs on certain days. And let's talk about yesterday. I thought that my nutrition was on point for the exercise that I did. And I still bonked hardcore yesterday afternoon. So much I had to take a nap. And that's a little frustrating. I know the basis of nutrition, but nothing when it comes to like sports nutrition and how much I work out and do those things, so I probably am going to start going down a few rabbit holes. But I'm not going to worry about that right now because this month is all about getting my HRV up, my sleep improved, and just building my foundation and training for my 10K. And then we're going to hone in on other things as we move forward. That was a long rant. I'm gonna go enjoy my coffee. 4 minutes. Oh my goodness. How do I even talk this long? All right. I'm gonna go enjoy my coffee and watch only YouTube as long as this coffee is done. And then I'm gonna get to work and doing all the stuff I need to do. I have more time than I thought this morning. It is 9:45, so I'm gonna get in a strength workout. And Saturdays are pretty cool because I get to pick what I want based on my mood and activity level. So here's what we're gonna do. We got our first station, which is kettlebell swings. We have hanging knee leg lifts. And then I have a little station here because these are gonna be like, I don't know, walks with the band. And then we have some step ups that we're gonna knock out. Let's do it. Okay, this next one is kind of laughable because it wants me to do 10 hanging like knee lifts. I can maybe do maybe 2. Let's see how many I can do. I need to move this back. I had chat like help me create my workouts, but I think it thinks I'm a little more advanced than what I really am. 2? Let's go for 3. I don't think I'm supposed to be swinging. 4. All right, that was a 32-minute resistance training. It feels really weird to do those shorter workouts because I'm so used to doing endurance long-term workouts, but it's like, oh my gosh, I can have my whole day. I just spent 30 minutes doing a workout and I can move on, which is something a little foreign to me. And I am digging it today. I am digging it. Wow, I am feeling amazing today, y'all. Amazing. It is 12 o'clock. We're probably not gonna be able to eat till 1:30 and I am starved. Starved. My dinner, habanero cheese, apples, turkey, pepperoni, and some like almond flour stuffed, I don't know, pretzel something or other that I got at Sprouts. This will be my dinner. And I've already been snacking on this. I am really trying to work on my sleep habits because my sleep just hasn't been the best. I have not brought the screen into the bedroom, well, tonight. I have not been good about that this week, but I'm gonna start reading a fiction book, which I'm excited about given that you can only read nonfiction on 75 Hard. I will see you tomorrow. This might be one of my oddest breakfasts thus far. I have some mushrooms we had to cook up that have a Cajun seasoning on them, amazing. Orange slices and turkey bacon. Good morning. We are about to head out to walk the dogs. It is a rest day. I'm so excited. I have so many amazing plans that involve rest and chores. I'm gonna create my meal plan today. I'm gonna go grocery shopping. We're gonna go to church, maybe go grab a coffee. We're gonna walk the puppies right now. And it's just gonna be a really chill, relaxed day. And then I think I wanna come back and do some meal prepping and cooking. I mean, that sounds like a perfect day. Honey, come here. She won't move, y'all. This is so funny. So because it's 25 degrees here right now, she hates the cold. Like her little belly is exposed with the skin. And so I put a sweater on her, but she's refusing to move. Look at this. Are you gonna move, honey? You can move. Just because you have your sweater on does not mean you cannot move. Come on. Oh, there she goes. My husband just pointed out that these birds are having a conversation. Some birds, that bird over there, to this bird. They were having a conversation back and forth. Oh, an update. She refused to walk with the sweater on, so I had to take it off. I'm gonna literally show you how I meal prep. I have been craving salmon with cucumbers and salmon bowl. So I use pictures as my inspiration, and I was like, ooh, mango, that sounds pretty good. So that one kind of looks the best to me off to the right. So I'm just gonna go to this recipe, and then I will literally scroll and see, okay, what ingredients do I currently have that I can utilize? How can I change this recipe to my liking? And then I write everything down. I really wanted a pre-made salad that I could just keep in the fridge, and kale holds up. So I found this recipe through Love and Lemon. I absolutely love and lemon. I have a few of her cookbooks. They are vegetarian, but I can just add protein to it. So we're gonna make this week. So then as I'm going through, I just start writing down what I'm gonna be making, and then I always put a question mark next to the ingredient if I think I have it in the pantry to make sure I double check, and then I'll just start building out my meal plan, and then I'll break it down by day here. I have found when I meal prep for 4 days, or meal plan, I should say, for 4 days, that seems to be the sweet spot. If I do more than that, I end up having too much food and I end up throwing away a few things. Where the 4 days kind of carries me through the entire week with leftovers, or if maybe I went out to eat and didn't expect to go out to eat. So that seems to be the sweet spot for planning. I'm definitely craving cucumbers and salmon for some reason, like sushi-like vibes. So I think that is going to be the foundation of this week's meal planning, but we'll see. I'm going to get back to it. So this was my last week's menu, and all the things crossed off I made, and I put it like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, because I was trying to train myself like to focus on heavier carbs on heavier workout days. I'm not going to do that this week, but you can see I still have a lot of leftover things here. So I just got done kind of deciding what I'm going to do, making my shopping list. Now I'm going to write everything on here just so I remember what I am making this week. And it really does take the guesswork out. When I'm hungry or I want to make something, I just come look at my menu and frees up space in my mind. So there I have everything wrote down. We have protein margarita pizza, crispy rice cucumber salad. I wrote down some snacks. I really have been digging apples with cheese. Tomato toast. I want to pickle some cucumbers and make this salmon bowl with mango and sushi rice. I've never made sushi rice. We picked up some sausage from the meat market, so I want to cook that up. We also picked up some turkey, smoked pecan turkey lunch meat. So I want to make some sandwiches, and then I'm going to make a superhero muffin that just helps my runs. So this is the plan for this week. I have an open-faced smoked pecan turkey sandwich. We have avocado. This is pickled beets. We have some sprouts and pepper, and then some bananas with cinnamon. And a string cheese. Here is the grocery haul for this week. It's a combination of Costco and Sprouts. I just like to have these on hand for extra protein, and I really like this chicken. This is from Costco. And then our Costco started carrying this. This makes me so happy. These are the carb-friendly, high-protein, high-fiber bagels. One thing I found I was wanting was like more of a crunch and cracker. So I did pick up a couple cracker items. I got that. And then I did get some pretzels. And for when I really want a sweet tooth, no, this is not excellent by any means, but it's a blueberry cereal. It's so yummy. Just made a little snack plate, rotisserie chicken, aged cheddar, apples, and some crackers. And now I'm having some of the cereal I got. Because I am using a different workout system than my Garmin coach, I am on Garmin Connect right now, and I am creating my workouts and then adding them to my calendar and then sending them to my watch. Pull it up on my watch and I hit start and I know what I'm doing every day. So I do this just for the runs. I used this tool and I'll use it quite a bit when I go into my triathlon training because I'll build out my workouts and then download them to my watch. So that's what I'm doing right now. Oh wow. We are 3 weeks away from the race. Oh my gosh, I need to sign up. Happy Sunday, y'all. It's Sunday. It is the end of the week and I thought I would do a quick check-in, maybe on the things I rocked this week and the things that I could get a little better at going into this next week. So my first win was my water. I did excellent with my water every day but Thursday and Friday, which is a little alarming though because I did that 4+ mile run on Friday, so I did not drink enough water the day before or the day of. So I really need to make sure that my hydration is on point going in this next week because that goes towards my recovery. I hit all my workouts, every single one, so I am super proud of myself and I am digging having 2 rest days and not having to do multiple workouts a day compared to the 75 hard. Another kind of unique win, I will say, well, I don't know, it's a win. So something that was pretty nice this week was I was able to do a few of my workouts a little bit later in the day. So mid-morning, which that won't always be allowed because of my work schedule, but it's something I would like to incorporate if my schedule allows. I feel like I was able to do better in my workouts by just waiting a little bit to do them. And my biggest win of all, I am so excited to share this one. My HVR, y'all, if you look at it, I have been in yellow and the red since December. Is it February 1st? Yes, it is February 1st. And that's unheard of. And that's that crazy low energy I'm talking about. But look, it's in the green. And I'm just shocked because this was my #1 goal with implementing all the changes, was to really focus on recovery to get my heart rate variable back in the green. And if you guys have any questions about HVR, let me know. And I am happy to explain that. So the other thing that improved was my overall sleep score. So this last week it averaged 77 compared to, I'll go off of the last 3 or 4 weeks or so, I averaged it out and my average sleep score was 69. So that is up several points and I'm sure that aided in my improvement in my heart rate variable. This upcoming week, I plan to really make sure I can say all my days were great with water. And while my sleep improved, I do think that there are areas that I can improve upon when it comes to my sleep. So that's going to be a really big focus this week. And then just recovery and fueling myself correctly for recovery. And that's what I'm going to be working on next week. So I will see you all next week. Thank you for being here and thank you for being here.